Hello guys, chapter 2, components of food. So as we have discussed yesterday about the proteins and vitamins, so let's revise it. So here, first of all, protein is the bodybuilder of our body, right? Then how it is useful? It is useful for the growth and development. It is useful to prepare the worn out tissues of our body. Then examples, then sources of the protein. So it was meat, eggs, milk, nut, pulses, bean, cereals, etc. Right? Then protein is required in a very large amount. Protein, fat, carbohydrates. That's why it is called as macronutrients. And then we have discussed about vitamins. So vitamins are useful for the different types of the functions in our body. As for example, if we discuss about the healthy eyes, so for healthy eyes, vitamin A is required. For skin, vitamin C is required. Right? And there are two types of the vitamins: fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. So what is the meaning of fat soluble vitamins? Fat soluble, that means which are stored in our body fat, and water soluble, that means which cannot be stored in our body but which are soluble in water. That's why we need to supply it regularly to in our body. So as for example, fat soluble vitamins, which are vitamin A, D, E, K. Then water soluble vitamins, which are vitamin B1, B2, B12, B complex, then vitamin C, folic acid. Right? These all are called as the water soluble vitamin. That's why we need to take every day regularly vitamin, that means water soluble vitamins. And suppose as we know that it cannot be stored in our body, then if we eat too much amount of water soluble vitamin, that what happens in our body? So it can be excreted by urine, right? So there will be no trouble with it. Then different types of the green leafy vegetables, meat, eggs, carrots, which all are the sources of the vitamins. Right? So guys, today what are we going to discuss? Our new topic is minerals. So first of all, what are the functions of minerals? So minerals are useful in our body for healthy heartbeat, for regulating heartbeats. It is also helpful to prepare bones and teeth. Right? So total how many minerals are? It is 16. And minerals are divided into two types: macrominerals and microminerals. So what is the meaning of macrominerals? Macrominerals, that means the minerals which are required in our body in very large amount, and microminerals, that means the minerals which are required in our body in very less amount. So which types of the minerals are called as macrominerals? So it is calcium Ca, phosphorus capital P, magnesium capital Mg, which are required in very large amount. How much? So it is required in milligram to in the gram, right? Now what is micro mineral? So as we have discussed that key, the minerals which are required in our body in very less amount, right? So it is called as micro mineral, as for example copper, chromium, selenium, which are required in very less amount in range of micrograms to milligram, right? But what are the functions of this, what are the sources of these minerals? So all the minerals are found from milk, curd, meat, beans, green leafy vegetables like spinach, cabbage, not cabbage but mostly green leafy vegetables, right? That's why doctor advise us that every day children need to take milk, right? Because milk is a rich source of calcium. Same, banana is also rich source of calcium, and calcium is very much helpful. Calcium is required in our body for the growth of teeth and growth of bones. If any of the child is not taking milk every day in diet, then what happens? Their growth will be stopped, right? There will be stunted growth. Their height will not grow properly, right? And they can see their teeth will be very weak, their bones will be brittle. So it is symptoms of the lack of mineral, right? Now guys, our next topic is dietary fibers. So dietary fiber is the part of the plant which is not helpful, which will not give any types of the energy, not give any types of the minerals, vitamins or protein. Still it is helpful. And dietary fibers is present in food like cabbage, right? But it will not be absorbed by our stomach, will not be absorbed by our intestine. वो हमारी बॉडी में ऐड होने के बाद एसिमुलेट नहीं होता, राइट? एसिमुलेट नहीं होता, दैट मीन्स हमारी बॉडी में ये एब्सॉर्ब नहीं होता. स्टिल इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड बिकॉज when we eat these dietary fibers, so it controls our digestive system, right? And it passes out from the body in the form of feces, because it reduces the disease of obesity and constipation, right? So for the healthy function of our digestive system, we need to eat dietary fibers also, and this dietary fiber is also called as roughage, right? So what are the sources of this dietary fiber? So it is fruits, vegetables, beans, pulses, potatoes, oats, right? These all are the sources of dietary fibers. Now, actually dietary fibers are of two types, soluble and insoluble. But actually roughage is insoluble dietary fiber, right? Roughage, that means it is also one type of the dietary fiber, but roughage is insoluble. Now guys, let's discuss about water. So guys, there is one question, why should we drink water? So you can say that sir, if we will be thirsty, then we will use it to drink water. But water though does not provide any types of the energy to our body. But water is required in our body for our good health. It regulates all the activities in our body, right? So we need to drink in a adequate amount every day. So first of all, our body is made up of water near about 60 to 70%, right? So how it is useful in our body? So in water all the nutrients can be dissolved, so by this way it will be transported, this all the nutrients will be transported in our body from one part to the other body part, right? It also dissolves waste products like urine. So by urine, waste products will be removed. So as a sweat, there is water, right? So by the evaporation of sweat from our skin, what happens? It keeps our body cool during hot season, right? During summer season. And amount of uses of water in our body, that depends on the activity that humans are doing every day. Suppose any labor, that means any human doing physical activities, so they need more water because there is water loss from the body, right? So they need to drink more water. But World Health Organization, it is WHO, advises that an adult should drink every day 1.5 liter of water or 2 to 3 liters of fluid every day. By drinking 2 to 3 liters of fluid or juice every day, it can supply adequate amount of water, right? So what are the main source of water? Normally we are used to drink glass of water in 4 to 5 or 6 to 7 glasses every day, right? But what are the other sources of water in food? So it is juice, milk, soup, fruits, vegetables, right? These all are the main source of water during the लंच या डिनर टाइम या तो ब्रेकफास्ट, वी आर यूज्ड टू inhale this fruit, and in this fruit water is also present, right? So these were the main sources of the water, right? Now what happens when there will be loss of water in our body? So loss of water from our body, it is called as dehydration, right? And by the dehydration humans can get weakness, उसको चक्कर भी आ जाते हैं, right? So this all was about the functions of water in our body. Okay guys, today was this much only. Thank you, have a nice day.